Okay, we're doing this. Ironsworn Starforged. We're reading it. We're actually gonna do it. We're reading it until I get tired or something. We're gonna do it. We're doing it. Ironsworn Starforged. Written and designed by Sean Tompkin. Oh, this is actually a lot of people. 2022. Ironsworn Starforged is built upon mechanics and creative inspiration from many games. Here are the most direct influences. Apocalypse World by D. Vincent Baker. Oh, you know what? Okay. Playtester and contributors. Oh, whoa. That's a lot of names. Content safety. Ironsworn Starforged is a tabletop role-playing game of science fiction, exploration, and adventure. It includes themes of suspense, supernatural horror, action-oriented violence, warfare, natural and man-made disasters, and resource scarcity. In addition, the random and abstract nature of oracle tables included in Starforged may prompt interpretations. Wow, I can't read. Interpretations involving sensitive subjects that aren't explicitly included in the game. Safety tools are recommended. Starforged includes integrated session moves. Page 140 to help focus on consent, collaboration, and prioritizing players over the narrative. I mean, safety is always important. In any role-playing. Consent, consent, consent. You know. And I'm not editing this. I'm gonna upload this raw. I'll pause the recording whenever, but welcome to the basics of Chapter 1, the basics. Welcome to the Forge. In Ironsworn Starforged, hereafter referred to as Starforged, you are a spaceborne hero sworn to undertake perilous quests. You will explore uncharted space, unravel the secrets of a mysterious galaxy, and build bonds with those you meet on your travels. Most importantly, you will swear iron vows and see them fulfilled, no matter the cost. To play Starforged, you make some decisions about the setting and your character, and set your story in motion. When you encounter something dangerous or uncertain, your choices and the dice determine the outcome. Okay. Building the Ironsworn Legacy. Starforged is a standalone sequel to the Ironsworn tabletop role-playing game. But that's the one with the Vikings, right? I wanted to get... That one's free, but I wanted to do Irons... No, I wanted to do Starforged. Starforged. Space. I want to do space. Starforged is a standalone sequel to the Ironsworn tabletop role-playing game. If you're an experienced Ironsworn player, welcome back. You'll find some changes and enhancements to suit the spaceborne setting. But the core of the game will be familiar. If you're new to Ironsworn, this rulebook will give you everything you need to undertake quests in a perilous galaxy. Modes of play. Starforged offers 3 ways of play. Guided. One or more players to take the role of the characters. The protagonist in the story, while another player is the guide. The guide is sometimes referred to as the Game Master, or GM in other role-playing games. Instead of playing as one of the protagonists, the guide helps bring the world to life, portrays the people and creatures the protagonists encounter, and work with the other players to decide the outcome of actions and events. So that's like if you have a party of 5 people, including GM, right? Cooperative. You and one or more friends play together to overcome challenges and complete quests. A guide is not required. The Starforged game system will help reveal the nature of locations, characters, and situations you encounter. So that's more like not solo, but 2 players. Or one or more friends. But I guess instead of a GM, you're following whatever the system wants. Solo. As with cooperative play, no guide is necessary. You portray a lone heroic character using the Starforged game system to explore the dramatic story of your character and fateful vows. That's what we're doing. We're doing solo. Starforged is intended for solo and small group play. 1 to 3 players plus a guide if playing in that mode is ideal. This rulebook is often written to this perspective of a solo player, but the basic approaches and rules are the same for co-op and guided play. Okay. Using this rulebook, you don't need to read this book cover to cover to learn how to play Starforged. Here's a summary for each chapter, and some advice on what to read and when. Okay. But I feel like I should probably read it, or most of it. The basics. You're reading it. This is an introduction to Starforged, the fundamentals of the game. If you're a returning Ironsworn player, this chapter will provide a refresher and introduce some changes. If you're new to Ironsworn, it will get you up to speed. Feel free to just scan this chapter to get a sense of fundamentals. If you have questions about a particular aspect of play, jump to that section and give it a closer read. Up to page 74. Okay. This chapter includes a series of exercises to get your Starforged campaign up and running. Work through these exercises to define the nature of your setting. Create your character, set up Create your character, set up a starting location, and begin your first quest. This chapter includes extended details, advice, and options for playing Starforged. Gameplay in depth. This chapter includes extended details, advice, and options for playing Starforged. After you've started playing, look here when you want more info on a specific rule or best practice. Chapter 4, Foes and Encounters. This chapter includes an array of cunning foes and perilous encounters for your Starforged campaign, along with guidance on creating and managing other characters. And then Chapter 5. This chapter contains Oracle tables. These are the inspiration engine for playing Starforged. You don't need to read this chapter, but it is helpful to give it a look to get a sense of the tools the game provides. During play, you will refer to these oracles when you need help determining the outcome of an action, an aspect of your setting, or a narrative event. Throughout this book, key terms will be shown in red when they are first introduced. If a key term is... How is the space music? I mean, I guess. Anyway. If a key term is reintroduced in another important context, it will be shown in red again. What you need to play, you'll need some dice to play Starforged. 2 10-sided dice. So two d10s for each player. These are challenge dice. 1 d6 for each player. This is an action die. Optionally, another pair of 10-sided dice to use as oracle dice. So in total, that's what? 4 d10s and 1 die, 1 d6. Oh, well, if you're playing solo. You'll need some print and play materials available to download at ironswornrpg.com. Asset cards. 1 set of asset cards, also available for purchase as a reprinted card deck. The Starforged Play Kit, a set of reference sheets and worksheets. Finally, you may want a journal or notebook to record your adventure log. Yeah, okay. Scheduling the Starforged sessions. I don't really need to. If you prefer to use digital platforms such as virtual tabletop to play Starforged or some combination of digital and analog tools, check ironswornrpg.com. Well, I'm gonna use where is it? What's that? Starforge. was like a website, wasn't there? Starforged cruise sheet. Whoa. Damn. That's it. Yeah. Oh. Reset transformation. The Stargazer, website someone made that I can use to track campaign, characters, everything. I'm gonna do like new campaign, everything. Will be very helpful. Starforged is a human-centric science fiction on a perilous frontier. This is a scavenged future with equipment often cobbled together from salvage. People cling to survival on inhospitable worlds and in remote space stations. Much has been forgotten or lost. It's a dangerous life for anyone living on this frontier, and doubly so for the Ironsworn, those adventurers bound to sworn quests. The Ironsworn. Inspiration comes from the quest-driven stories of the Mandalorian. The lived-in aesthetic and fantasy-infused trappings of the original Star Wars trilogy. The workaday exploits of Firefly, the isolated horror of Alien, the mysticism and faction politics of Dune, the retro tech and desperation of Battlestar Galactica's modern reboot, the cosmic mysteries and class struggles of The Expanse. Did Dune come out yet? March 1st. Anyway, the retro and desperation of Battlestar Galactica's modern reboot. I've never seen. The cosmic mysteries and class struggles of The Expanse, and the gonzo adventures and fantastic locations of Guardians of the Galaxy. You can bend the tone to your liking. You'll make a unique version of the setting as you define aspects such as its history, technology, community, life forms, supernatural abilities, and more. Your adventures are set within the Forge. This is a globular cluster in orbit around the people's home galaxy. Oh, right. Anything in red is the first introduced. It's important. This is a globular cluster in orbit around your people's home galaxy. It is 1,700 light years above the galactic plane, a bright island in a dark void. But not an actual island, right? Interstellar nebula span the depths of the Forge, interspersed with denser clouds of vibrant interplanetary dust and strange energies. It is a chaotic galaxy racked of fiery stellar storms and unpredictable gravitational currents. The planet and stars of this place are born of that chaos. Your people came to the Forge 2 centuries ago in the wake of a cataclysm. What? In their home galaxy. Today, this new home offers opportunity and peril. Are we traveling galaxy to galaxy? Are we in a galaxy? It says orbit around your people's home galaxy. So I'm assuming is going to be like multiple galaxies we'd be traveling? No way. No, it says in their home galaxy. Today, this new home offers opportunity and peril. Remnants of ancient civilizations hold dangerous knowledge and forbidden power. Your people build settlements on new worlds. But those places really offer a safe haven. Conflicts rage between people and factions. Pirates prowl the spaceways in search of easy prey. Baneful creatures and dark forces dwell on corrupted planets and in the abysmal void between stars. Regions of the Forge. Your people divide the Forge broadly into 4 regions. Okay. So the Forge is just a cluster. But it's not like it's like a little system, I'm assuming, right? Broadly into 4 regions. Terminus. Your people landed in this region following the exodus of Your people landed in this region following their exodus from their home galaxy. Settlements are common here. Factions compete for resources, and spaceborne caravans follow charted paths among the stars. But the Forge is a vast galaxy. Even here, there are still unknown and isolated domains. Outlands. In the last few decades, your people have pushed deeper into the galaxy, searching for habitable planets, resources, and opportunities. Okay, so it's just the one galaxy. Settlements within the Outlands are scattered, and navigation paths are often uncharted. Expanse. A few bold pioneers have delved the far-flung reaches of the Forge. Isolated settlements have been built among these distant domains, but they are usually lost and disconnected from the settled regions. Void. Beyond the Forge, there are only a few isolated stars and vast gulfs of nothing. Travel beyond the periphery of the Forge is difficult or impossible. So Terminus is where everyone is. But the Forge is a vast galaxy. Even here, there is still unknown isolated domains. Oh, okay, so the Forge is like is the galaxy itself. Well, it says they came to the Forge 2 centuries ago in the wake of a cataclysm in their home galaxy. So they straight up traveled all the way to another galaxy. I mean, not uncommon in terms of fiction. Few bold pioneers have delved the flung far reaches of the Forge. Isolated settlements have been built among these distant domains. But wow. Next song. Okay, the Outlands is uninhabitable. Outlands scare pioneers. And there's a void. Oh, well, an image. Oh, I just had to scroll a bit down. Well, I'm way too zoomed in. No, it's fine. Okay. Oh, so that's the Forge in that galaxy. And then here's Terminus. That's where the people are usually at. Then there's the Outlands, Expand, and the Void. And then that's the... Damn, okay. Hold up. Let me fix this. Yeah, okay, so... Big galaxy, Void. Got it. Mechanics in the fiction. Starforged is a game. It uses various mechanics such as rolling dice and managing the resources on your character sheet. As a player, you often make decisions based on a desired mechanical outcome. For example, you might choose a particular action to get a bonus on your die roll. The basic mechanics of Starforged are introduced in this chapter. Starforged is heavily reliant on the fiction, the imagined narrative of characters, places, and situations within your game. You envision actions and events in a way that is consistent with the dramatic, fictional reality you have forged for your story and the setting. Mechanics and fiction interact. How mechanics and fiction interact. You start by picturing the situation. What is happening? What are you trying to do? How are you doing it? If you are playing solo, imagine it. If you're playing co-op, talk it out. If you're the guide, set the scene for your players and work with them to add or clarify details. Then, if a protagonist faces uncertainty or danger, the mechanics help resolve the situation. You roll dice, check the result, and translate that outcome back to the fiction. How does the situation change? What happens next? In this way, the fiction bookends the mechanics. So, what you do causes whatever action should do. Fiction. Envision a situation and your intent. Take action and resolve the outcome. Apply the outcome to the situation. Repeat. So if someone is pointing holding a gun, laser gun at me, and I guess trying to take my money, action, resolve, could be actually give the money to get out of that situation. It's just so put myself into situations where I need to figure what to do. That put the character in situations so that they can resolve it with an action. You'll learn how the mechanics work in this chapter, but keep in mind this balance between those mechanics and the fiction. Without mechanics, your story lacks choices, consequences, and surprises. Without fiction, the game is an exercise in rolling dice. Yeah, I mean, that's really it, right? If I just have the character only do, and then this happens, and then this happens, and then this happens, you don't want that. You want like this happens, but then, and then, or like, I don't know. Conflict. You want conflict. It doesn't have to be good or bad. It doesn't have to be bad conflict. It could be good but conflict. Just, conflict. Iron vows. For the people of the Forge, an iron vow is sacred. When you hold a piece of iron and declare your solemn promise to serve or aid someone, or to complete a personal quest, your honor is bound to that vow. Those who undertake these sworn quests are called Ironsworn. Whoa, it's just like the name of the game. Abandoning or recanting an iron vow is the worst sort of failure. I mean, so that's like your main quest, your main objective. Right? Iron vows are the core of playing Starforged. These are vows that drive you. These create the context of your adventures and challenges. As you complete vows, you gain experience and abilities. In the campaign launch exercises in the next chapter, you'll have an opportunity to define the nature of iron vows in your setting. You use the character sheet shown on the opposite page and available on part. Okay, you know what? Bing bang boom. All right. Delete. New campaign. Give me a name. The hell? Is there like a... Can I use the Oracle to find a name? Oh, well, here's the thing, right? Who are we playing as? What are the things we can play as? I'm just thinking of like a... Is there like the Uber equivalent of a freaking like a space cab driver or like a delivery driver, you know? So maybe like, all right, okay, we'll try it. We'll get a random name first. Okay, that freaking thing's gonna annoy me. How it's not fully like centered or something, right there. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, all right. We went a little too freaking ahead. I see. Okay, making the character like character stuff that ain't till like later. But we'll have this ready. We'll have this all opened up for now. I have this already. Where was I? We need to play, tone, blah 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 blah, character. Okay. We'll do this. We'll have like a blank notepad just to, Let's have like a blank notepad just to jot ideas. Oh, is there a dark mode? Okay. No, we got little ideas. All right. Use your character sheet shown on the opposite page and available as part of your to manage the main aspects of your character. The sheet includes components. Oh, we could look at it like this. Change the name and everything later. Components such as momentum meter. Yeah. Condition meters and impacts. Condition meters. We'll cover these later in this chapter. The character sheet also includes your stats. These are core to your character's capabilities, nature, and approach. In the next chapter, you'll create your character and design each stat a value from 1 to 3. Then when things get risky or uncertain, you roll dice and use one of your stats as a bonus. These stats are edge, heart, iron, shadow, wits. Edge, quickness, agility, and prowess when fighting at a distance. Okay, so speed, agility, got it. Heart, courage, willpower, empathy, sociability, and loyalty. Oh, so it's both. It's everything in one. It's not just separate like charisma and vitality or something like that. It's straight up okay. Quickness and prowess. Iron, physical strength, endurance, aggressiveness, and prowess when fighting at close quarters. Shadow, sneakiness, deceptiveness, and cunning. Wits, expertise, knowledge, and observation. Okay, I get it. So like Edge is very speed and just fighting at a distance, so range. Heart, willpower, courage, empathy. So like that's like the charisma, being social, being able to just talk your way out of things. Or being able to gain people's trust, I'd say. Something like that. Iron, physical strength, endurance, aggressiveness, and prowess when fighting at close quarters. Okay, so okay, and that's like physical, close quarter, like melee, right up in their face, fighting them. But also strength. So like if you have to grab something, throw something, pick it up. And endurance. So that also means that they're what the heck? Oh yeah, they have a lot of they got that energy, you know, they got that juice. All juiced up. Sneakiness, deceptiveness, and cunning. Wits, expertise, knowledge. Okay. Shadow, sneakiness, deceptiveness, and cunning. So stealth and like not intimidation. I guess iron is more like intimidation. It's more like lying, being able to lie, and that one's like talking your way out, kinda. But in like a like a like a oh, you don't really know if I'm telling the truth or not. Or I just need to get something out of whatever you're trying to say. I'm just gonna lie my way out. Expertise, knowledge, and observation. That one's like that's straight up like perception. That's just knowing things, I guess. Or just seeing things ahead of time. Another key aspect of your character is your assets. An example of which is shown below. They are formatted as poker-sized cards. Assets provide abilities that can provide or modify your actions. They are acquired. They are acquired when you create your character and as you gain experience. In this rulebook, asset names are shown in all caps. You can learn more about assets on page 54. Navigator. So like this is an example of an asset. When you set a course, choose one. Follow the fastest path, take +2 momentum on a strong hit. Follow the safest path, add +1 on a strong hit with a match. You charted a new path during the journey. Mark 1 tick on your Discovery's legacy track. Momentum. What is momentum? We'll cover. Okay, they'll talk about it, but momentum. Like speed? When you secure an advantage by charting the way forward, face danger to find a path around a hazard, or gather information about a location by studying your charts. Add +1 and take +1 momentum on a hit. Once per expedition, when you or an ally undertake an expedition and score a weak hit or miss, you may ignore that result. Plot an alternate path and make an automatic strong hit. Oh, that's a lot of assets. Okay. Survey bot. So this one was Navigator. When you set course, choose one. Follow the fastest path. In a strong hit with a match, you charted a new path during the journey. You secure an advantage, but okay. Oh, you choose. You actually choose. Your 5 stats are given a value from 1 to 3. A stat is often added as a bonus when you take an action. From 1 to 3. As you fulfill vows, form bonds, and explore the galaxy, you gain experience on legacy tracks. Oh. Whoa. Okay. The condition meters for health, spirit, and supply represent your overall readiness. Health, spirit supply. Momentum. Bird momentum. It sounds familiar. I feel like, because I remember listening to the rules for Ironsworn. And it was something about like burning stuff. I don't know what, but it was a meter of some kind.